Hello. Today we're going to talk a little bit about our pre-programmed modes on our cameras. So every camera essentially will have what are called pre-programmed modes or custom assist modes built into the mode dial. It's rare that you'll find a camera these days that just has manual controls. You're going to be spending a lot of money to do that. For example, I have this camera. It's a Fuji X100V. And it's a full manual camera. It just has manual dials everywhere, and that's kind of a rare thing. Almost all cameras that you'll have will have, and even this one does, depending on how you do it. If you line up all the red A's, right, that's a fully automatic setup there. Okay, so that's like on our Canons, that's like going to our green dial there. Okay, so almost every camera will have pre-programmed what are they freaking called? Pre-programmed modes. Excuse me, geez. Now on these, on the T6s, we've got right there. We've got our automatic mode. We've got flash off. We've got CA, which stands for Creative Assist. And then going down the line here, we've the markers are supposed to help you indicate what you're doing, right? So we move to the next one, which has a little image of a woman's face, right? And that is meant to indicate that we're doing a portrait. As you move down there, we've got a picture of a mountain range, right? So that'll be landscape. We've got a picture of a flower, which is meant to indicate close-ups or macro photography. Got a little image of a man running, which will help us with sports photography. And then we have a picture of a dark sky at night, right, for nighttime photography. Okay, let me give you a better image there. Let me see if I can catch the light. About like that. Okay, and then the last one there is obviously to make videos. So when you understand how to your exposure triangle and how to adjust these things manually, my head looks weird there. It's really no secret like what these things are doing. If you're shooting a portrait, you're gonna have a lower aperture value by default. If you're shooting landscape, you're gonna have a higher aperture value by default. If you're shooting sports, you're gonna have a combination of lowest aperture, higher ISO, as well as a faster shutter, right? Because you're trying to freeze motion. So each of those is useful to us when we're really just kind of starting out, not necessarily knowing how to set things manually, but understanding how to, understanding that your shooting conditions are not necessarily always going to be the same. So if I were going to a track meet or something like that, or a football game, right? And I wasn't necessarily sure how to adjust things manually, I would just simply go to the sporting pre-programmed mode and trust that my camera is going to do everything it can to give me a fast shutter speed. Okay. Right. So each of those has their own sort of purpose, and the little indications there are there to help you understand which is doing which. Today we're going to go outside and shoot with those pre-programmed modes. If you're doing online, you may want to try this on the ProPhoto app. Using the pre-programmed modes that it has there. There won't be a submission per se, but just understanding what each of those dials does is our goal today. Great, thanks. Hope you're having a good day. We'll talk to you later.